Ali Abdaal, everybody knows him. He's an ex-doctor, he's a YouTuber with over 5 million subscribers, and is the world's most followed productivity coach. You see, there were three things that I learned from Ali Abdaal when I was going to start this YouTube channel, and it was get going, get good, get smart. I'm going to use those 3 steps to actually explain to you how you can also start learning data analytics in 2024, data science, depending on whatever you want to learn in 2024. With those 3 simple steps, follow me. You see, the first step you want to do is get going. And this is very, very important. I get a lot of messages from people saying, oh, Samson, I like to learn data analytics. Do you know what I can do? Please recommend to me some courses. And I actually do that. But 8 out of 10 times people don't get back to me because they never get to start. And I know they never get to start because I tell them, when you do this, please get back to me, let me know. But they never get to start. And that's always the problem for anyone who's trying to get something. For me, myself, I've been telling myself I want to get started with going to the gym, and I've just never been able to do that. There are many things, of course, I've been able to do, but going to the gym, I've just not been able to manage that. And that's really the challenge with a lot of people. You want to get going. Don't think, people worry themselves about questions like, I don't have a mathematics background, I don't have a statistics background, I don't have a computer science degree, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then they waste so much time in that process trying, and they never get anything done. What you want to do to actually get started learning data science or data analytics is get going. You just want to get started. It doesn't matter. Pick up a course. I advise that you pick up a course on Datacamp because it's just easier. They have this very well thought of structure. They take you from ground zero up onto the basics where you know everything literally, but you just want to get started. And that's the most important thing. You just want to get started. You just want to get going. Take a course, take it online, take something that you think is comfortable for you. It's self-paced. You just want to just get started. That's what you want to really do at that point. You want to take a course on SQL, you want to take a course on data analytics. Just get going. That's all you want. Get going, get started, get moving. That's it. And you see, when you are able to break through that first barrier, you're able to break through that first layer, you will actually find that it's actually easier than you think. So get going. That's the first thing. This video I'm not going to be telling you do this, do that, but get going. Take a course. I recommend that you take a course. You use Datacamp because it's relatively easier. Like I said, it's $20 to $25, and I think that's not so much money for you to invest in yourself. And you can even try it out and find out, oh, maybe this is not for me, and then you can move on to thinking about learning something else. But at the beginning, you want to get started. You want to get going, get moving, make progress. Just break through that barrier, and then you want to just get started. And I recommend that you start with Datacamp. I started with Datacamp, and it was really amazing because I could learn at my pace. I could see how things were. I could try it out as I learned. It was really gradual. I could take a break, I could go on, and it wasn't so much money to actually invest in and then find out that this was not for me. So what I want to say in the first step is you want to get started.
You see here career tracks, and this is one of the reasons why I like Datacamp or Data Quest, depending on which one you want to use. Career tracks, you can just go to data analyst and you see the career track for data analyst in SQL. In SQL, data analyst with Python, data analyst in Power BI, data analyst in R, data analyst in Tableau. If, for example, you check data analyst with Python, you would also see the career track basically. So there's a lot of courses that you can take one after the other: introduction to Python, intermediate Python, data manipulation with pandas, and like that. And by the time you finish up all of this project up to 16, you would really have known everything about what you want to do, data analyst with Python. If you also go to the career track for data engineer, you would also see that there, data scientist as well, data scientist with Python. You can view the details, and you also see all of the basics, and each of the contents is basically tailored to the career track that you're trying to explore. So this is one of the reasons why I personally recommend using Datacamp, I think it costs you about $20-25. This is not an advert, so I don't know really, but you can check it out, and I think it's not so much money. Anything you want to learn is basically there. Machine learning specialist, machine learning engineer, and you get yourself job ready.
Now, in the second step, you want to get good. You see, in Ali Abdaal's explanation of all of this, he said, he gave an example of a pottery class. So there were two groups. The teacher split the students into two groups. One group was going to build a pot every day for the next 30 days. The second group was going to build a pot, just one pot, for the whole 30 days. And so the aim of the class that was going to build a pot for every day for the next 30 days was to just see that they can improve by 1%. The next pot was going to improve by 1% from the previous pot. You see, after the end of the 30 days, there was a panel of judges, and they found out that the people who actually tried to improve their pot every day by 1% had the best pot than people who gathered all their resources to just build one pot. What am I trying to say? In this second stage, what you want to do is you want to improve. You want to be consistent. So remember, the first stage we said was you just need to break through that barrier. You just want to get started. You want to take a course online. You just want to get moving. And the second stage, you already started, but at this point you want to improve. You want to master the basics. You want to try to see, okay, I need to build a project. You want to get your hands dirty. You want to try to then write a function of your own, write a class of your own. You want to start to think about, okay, I need to put a project together, deploy it on GitHub or whatever you want to get. You want to master. That's the word you need to put at the back of your mind. And as you do that, the simple way to actually try to become a master is to be consistent. And as you make progress, try to take your step, make your next step 1% better than your previous step. So try to say, okay, I've tried to build an ML algorithm today. Can I make this 1% better than what I did yesterday? And you want to be consistent. See, the key word at this point is consistency. You want to say, okay, I'm going to dedicate 5 hours every week to learning this. I'm going to dedicate 1 hour every day to learning this, and you want to keep to that routine. So you want to get going. You already get started. You already got going. You want to get good. You want to get good. You want to improve yourself. So you are just not trying to learn the basics now or trying to learn the fundamentals, but you really want to be a master of some of the things you've learned. So you're trying to be consistent, and as you do that, you're trying to improve from your last and previous steps. So you want to get going. This is the first step we talked about, if you remember. Then you want to get good. You want to master the basics of the things you begin to learn. Really, at this point is where I would say maybe take some advanced courses on Coursera. And the beauty about some of these things is also the fact that it's all online. At this point, you can also decide that, okay, I think at this point I've already got going, I've learned the basics online, I've learned the boot camp. If you're in Germany, for example, there are a lot of boot camps you can attend. If you're in the US, I'm sure there's also a lot of boot camps you can attend. If you're in Nigeria, there's a lot of boot camps you can attend. Wherever you are in the world, there's a lot of physical boot camps you can walk into and enroll yourself. And you, at this point also, you've already known the basics of some of the things you're talking about. So you are not a complete novice, you know. Or if you want to say, I want to take an online bootcamp, that also works, that's fine. But at this point, you just want to master the basics. So you're not longer a beginner, you're really trying to get good. And I'm giving you, say, at this point, I'm giving you, say, 2-3 months to actually be a time lapse for you to actually do this. At the last point, you want to get smart. The last point is you're trying to get into, prepare yourself to actually get a job. You want to get smart. Getting smart means that you're preparing yourself to actually say, the reason why you want to learn data science or data analytics is because you want to get a job. So you want to prepare yourself for the job market. Say you're preparing your CV, or you are preparing you're trying to build projects to actually put together to actually then get a job. So you want to get going, you want to get good, and you want to get smart. That's the last step. You want to get going. You just want to break the career and get started. You want to get good. And getting good basically means you want to master the basics, you want to improve yourself, you want to be consistent. The last step is you want to get smart, get yourself ready for the job market, preparing your CV, making sure you're sending quality applications. I have a video where I talked about getting your first data role. I'm going to put the link somewhere up here. You can also check that out. And so you want to get smart, get yourself ready for the job market, prepare your CV in the way it should be. You can be the right candidate, but if you don't prepare yourself to be the right candidate, to show yourself as the right candidate, you never get a job. So you want to get smart, and that's where it comes to getting smart with your applications and getting yourself ready. So in conclusion, 3 steps for you to learn data analytics, data science, or data engineering, or whatever you want to learn, is to get going, break through the barrier, get good, improve yourself, improve your quality, get smart. Getting smart, prepare yourself for the job market. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, don't forget to share and subscribe. And if any of these tips helped you or you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I'm very happy to answer them. Thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next one.